hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? I bet. Yes. All right, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, where I went to Orlando. I rode the train for the first time. I don't know how the girlies do it. And also, tell me why going back, they said I got an alert talking about the train is being delayed. I said, I know you lying. I said, I know you lying. I thought that Trump had started cutting into the conductors' salaries. So now the train is getting delayed because y'all know everything going on with the airport and everything. I say you'd have me messed up. Because we can't even fly and now the trains are getting delayed. Mind y'all, this is my first time riding the train, so I don't know how common train delays are. Because in Florida, like, the thing is, in the South, trains are common, but most times where I'm from, it's the city bus. It's no shade. So like that's my first time taking like a train. Okay. And then also I had left Chocolate with his babysitter because I can't leave them with my family because they all like work heavy. So there would be nobody to watch him, right? Tell me why this lady, she went above and beyond. She started sending me these videos. I use this app called Rover. She started sending me these videos of her and Chocolate. And look. With the music in the background, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. And then she sent this one. So I'm like, bro, this lady for to kidnap my dog because not only she giving Chocolate a better life than I could. No shade. She got a background patio place where she could have him play in the grass and all that. Like, I gotta take Chocolate for a walk. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I said, oh my God, Chocolate not gonna want to come home. And not even that, it's giving she want to kidnap Chocolate a little bit too. But he's back. I'm back. Hey, oh, you don't want to say hi? See, he already acted brand new. Anyways, y'all, today we're doing the Hollywood Hot Topics, you guys. I know I've been lacking in regards to Twitch, but that's only because I've been busy on a lot of things, which y'all will find out very, very soon. Oh, now he want to say hi, y'all. He's so sad. He got to be back with me instead of the white people. All right, and also the reason why I didn't drive, I'm not going to be driving. I could write off, and not only that, especially if it's covered. Nope. Such as covered, I ain't driving. No way. No way. Okay, I'm doing that. All right. So first, I wanted to get into y'all is Young Miami. So she did an interview with the Breakfast Club. Am I the only one that has kind of peep how like Breakfast Club really did a horrible job signing with Netflix? Because their notoriety has gotten down. Like, I remember when it was on YouTube. Well, it's still on YouTube, but visually, when it was on YouTube, interviews like this will go viral. I've seen clips about it, don't get me wrong. My blog posted it, but I feel like when they were on YouTube visually, the interviews like this would blow. You would see it on every single blog, every corridor. And I'm not seeing that no more when it comes to the Breakfast Club. So that deal that they signed was like miserable. I know that they're feeling it so hard right now, especially Charlamagne, because of that contract that he signed for that 5 years more. Like, I just don't feel like this is getting the buzz that it usually gets. So in the interview, she talks a little bit about the whole Caresha breakup and the City Girls. And you can see the sadness in her face when she's talking about it. Like, anytime the word JT gets brought up, you see this, her facial expression just goes to from like just listening to just sad. Okay. And in the interview, she says that JT went to jail, went to prison, and her mentality once leaving prison sort of changed. I'm happy she did bring that up because a lot of people do not talk about that. If you know anybody who has been incarcerated, when they do come back out, they are really not the same mentally. It does change them because it does give them the time to think about the people that was there for them, people that left them high and dry, people that looked out. and it gives them a sort of time to kind of like reflect, like she said in the interview. So she said that when she got out of the clinker, she started, she didn't act different, but she felt a shift. But she didn't think it was negative, so she didn't say nothing like to her or whatever. But she said before they got in there, they were tight like this. One thing that she did not bring up, which I do feel like plays a part into it, is Santana. I do not think Santana is the reason for their breakup, but he sure as hell does not help it. I don't care what nobody says. He does not help it because I know he's in her ear. Like there's no way around it. Like I just know, because we all know they don't, JT and Santana never liked each other. And some of us been peeped that before the fallout. We've been, some of us that know real Miami-ish, y'all been peeped that. He never really liked JT like that. JT tolerated him. So the fact that Santana is also, Santana is so close with Miami, I don't think JT likes that. Because in her mind, even if let's say he's not in her ear, she's thinking he's in her ear. Oh, Santana told you that. Santana got you feeling like that. Santana got you thinking this. Santana got you saying that. I feel like that plays a big part in it. And she did not, to me, address that in the interview. Most of it was, she feels like it was just their two own doing, and them breaking up because she has other interests in other things like music, fashion. I say music as if that's not what they got famous for, but y'all know what I mean. Fashion and things like that. And she felt like, yeah, they have different interests, so that's why they split up the way that they did. When they do a reunion tour, I don't think people are gonna know how big that is going to be. That is going to rock the entire crevice of the world, because and a lot of people would be going. A lot of people do not give the City Girls enough credit. They, to me, they renovated and they rebirthed 304 Life and Tricky Life. Of course, Trina, Jackie O, these girls that came before them were already doing it, but there was a point in time after that it was starting to become looked down upon until the City Girls came along, and then it became you pay me, and then people started going with that shift, and a lot of rap girls that even came a little bit after them, they kind of followed that narrative too. So a lot of people kind of sleep on the City Girls, and to me, they were not appreciated enough when they were out, because a lot of the rap girlies were inspired by them, but they would not say it because they felt like, oh, they were better than them. But no, they inspired a lot of you girlies. Y'all would not be singing a lot sexually had they not made it comfortable again to do so. Because once again, there was a point in time I do feel like the industry in itself, they were not I wouldn't say like say shaming it, but it wasn't being celebrated as much until they came out. Until we got that album with them in the trap kitchen, and then everybody was talking about getting paid and all everything, and bringing the hood niggas out, the rich niggas out. They don't get their flowers enough for that. And it really bothers me because it's like people like tend to forget that. Now I would play these clips, but since Netflix now owns some of this content, no shade, y'all not finna snatch me up. No shade. Sorry. If y'all want to see the clips, go over to Evan Entertainment Babes on Instagram. I got you. Okay. All you gotta do is go on Instagram, babe. It's my shit. Anyways, she also gets asked about Diddy, which I said it on this channel. I don't get Caresha's team. This is why celebrities need better PR, because why are you still being asked about this man? The goal for Caresha to be in years where we as people maybe not forget, because all of us are going to remember, we are not that interested in what happened between her and Diddy. But she keeps doing press about it. She keeps getting asked about it. And I feel like that should be one of her no-nos. Do not ask me about Diddy. She's answered the question numerous times before. She's addressed certain stuff in regards to him on social media. Why are you still being asked about this man? She answers the question and says, because Charlamagne reads a lyric about when at one point of a rap song, she says, take that, or something like that. And she was referring to Diddy. So Charlamagne's like, why did you say that? And you also wrote like a letter or whatever. But first she addresses the song and she's like, oh, it's because I feel like I should be able to express myself and I shouldn't be silenced on what I have to say lyrically, and I should be able to express myself no matter what is going on with him.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Although that may be true, it doesn't help you, Caresha. So it's like, damn. This is why she should be asked these questions, okay? And it's like, it'd be one thing if he was convicted for something minor. He's being convicted for the very thing you're rapping about. That's what makes it bad and makes it look sick, because you yourself have younger children. You yourself are a role model to them. So it's like, would you want your own children in that sort of situation where they're dealing with a man that may not be the best person morally and or criminally? And it does not help too, because you saying that you feel like you should be able to express yourself, you kind of, in some ways, a little bit are negating what everybody else went through, because you're like, oh, I didn't go through that or whatever, but that's why I'm rapping about this, this, and that. Take that, take that, take that. When many people have accused him of him take on that allegedly without permission. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole situation in itself is just, it's not a clean situation. That's why you shouldn't talk about the situation, because it doesn't help the situation. That's just how I feel. Okay? Because we've already got the answer before. To this day, I think she's still probably in communication with this man. And when he gets out, they probably will continue what they continue. But this is where we see Caresha's career plummet. It's either the man or the career. I don't get what she doesn't get about that. In my opinion, that's how I feel. I feel like when he does get out, if she is get caught outside with him in public, in relation to him, whatever, her career will plummet even more. Because people will not be able to respect you. They're gonna feel as if you can't stand on your own as an artist, as a public figure, that you need his help and or funds to be able to help you out. And people see him as like a villain and a nasty person for what he's allegedly done in the past. So they're gonna tie you and loop you into that and feel as if you're a part of it. Like you're basically would be like his Ghislaine Maxwell to Epstein. Like it'll be a little bit to that if he does get out and she still messes with him like that. I don't think that would have been smart. I don't think that would be a smart move at all. And I really hope she doesn't plan on doing that. Anyways, the interview was a pretty good interview, y'all. I have Netflix, so I was able to check it out. Some of y'all don't. Okay, Beauty and Black recap season 2 coming very, very soon. Yeah, that way. But if y'all haven't, check it out, because it is some good content. Y'all, Blac Chyna needs to get a restraining order on her mom. Like, I feel like it's time. I feel like it's been time. This is like a direct threat to her life. I don't find it funny. I feel like it's sick. This is why I'm gonna stop using Tokyo Toni sound bites, because it's like, you're a piece of crap. No shade. Like, you really are a piece of crap. For you to say that about your own daughter. Y'all don't know the story about Marvin Gaye. His father ended up killing him. So she basically says in this video that she is going to Marvin Gaye Blac Chyna and basically unalive her, watch her blood come out of her, then proceed to call the police and say, get this devil off of my floor. She needs to get a restraining order ASAP. Like, this to me, I wouldn't even find funny. I would have called the feds ASAP. She cannot even come 100 feet near me. Near me. No, and not even that. You can't see your granddaughter ever in life. You lost privileges to that. That's it. You know it's giving. I feel like it's because Blac Chyna Angela probably was giving her money on the side, because it's either one or two things. Tokyo Toni is mentally ill, allegedly, and or on Potter Donuts. And I feel like Blac Chyna's probably supplying her funds, and then Blac Chyna's probably not giving to her currently or stopped for a little bit, and she's crashing out. Because we haven't seen her crash out about her like this in a long time, especially unprovoked. Angela is barely on social media, and when she is, it's nothing negative. It's always positive. So to see her coming at her like this stuff is just not even funny at this point. Like, you're just a nasty person. feel like all the networks associated with her, y'all shouldn't even be employing this lady, because for you to come out of your mouth and say something like that about your own blood is sick. It don't matter what y'all went through, that's still your child at the end of the day. Because let the roles have been reversed and it was Blac Chyna saying this about her mama, y'all be on her ass, calling her all types of 304s and disrespectful, young hoe, and all this nasty stuff. So the same energy needs to get kept with Blac Chyna's mama, Tokyo. Y'all need to hold funds too until she gets whatever is going on with her in order. Because clearly something is wrong with this lady. Now, also something funny, y'all. Y'all know Joseline has her own network. Ho, why is you he? Bitch, you better act like you know. Okay? So her network, why is you he? She has been interviewing herself for like 30 plus videos, right? So one of the interviews, she talks about Amber Rose and Ray J, which, by the way, Joseline will never get over the hate for Amber Rose until she gets her lick back and beats or gets Amber. She's never gonna let it go, because every time I've been seeing these clips, Amber comes up. So in this particular clip, she talks about how she thinks Ray J and Amber Rose were freaking when they were filming College Hill Celebrity Edition, because she felt like, she was like, why you hoes up 3 in the morning? Okay. Like we used to be sleeping in the cast. Next thing you know, them hoes in the party at 3 in the morning talking. What y'all talking about? What y'all freaking about? Oh, that's what y'all doing. Y'all freaking in the morning, 3 in the morning. You know, Amber, she the type of bitch. Let me tell you something about this bitch. You tell her you go to the bathroom and then you come out the bathroom. She like, oh, let me eat your kitty cat. I'm like, why you trying to eat my kitty cat? Just stand out the bathroom. Like, come on, like that's just the type of hoe she is. So I think, and Ray J, he's a fucking combo. So like he's the type of nigga that like Amber call him and say, hey, I need $5,000, and then she put the on him and then get the $5,000. Like she's just one of them. I'm like, you are still not over that, Joseline. Let me tell y'all, the way that Amber got Joseline, she'll never get over it. Okay? Do I think they were freaking during College Show? Yes. Oh yes. And also, since we're talking truth here, Joseline, I think you had a crush on Iman. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. For y'all that did not watch their season of College Show, that was one of the best seasons of College Show that there was. The one that came after it to me was not that interesting. But that season, that was a good season. And it wasn't just because of the squabble, because we didn't even get to see it. The storyline in itself was entertaining. Her versus Amber was very entertaining. The whole situation, when it comes to some of them not completing the college, was entertaining. Ray J being in and out of college was entertaining. And if I'm not mistaken, I really feel like that's when a lot of people started to peep the issues wrong with Ray J in regards to him and substances. Because it was very strange how, like, I remember he had taken a break because he was like, oh, he couldn't take it anymore. And then he left. And then he came back. And I don't think he graduated that year. So then that's why he came back the next season. Like, it was very strange what was going on with him. And now everything now all makes sense. But I do think they were freaking a deacon. But I just didn't think Amber was just that nasty type of girl. Nasty girl. Nasty. Nasty girl. That nasty girl. Da, 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 da. Like, I didn't think she was like that. Like, we all know she does the, the pee walk and all of that. But like, for her to be that forward with it, I didn't think that. So, it's a little shocking. But Joseline could just be capping, because she's pissed she got knocked upside her head like that on College Hill. But what y'all think? Y'all think Ray J and Amber allegedly messed around during that season? I'm telling you, I probably think that they do, because it's College Hill. What do you do in college? Hook up. So I wouldn't put it past them if they did. I would not put it past them. But my whole thing is with Joseline keep doing these interviews and stuff and talking about Amber. At one point in time, you was a freak 304 too. So it's like y'all all at one point was freak 304s. Please let's not act like we forgot now that you are a changed, sober woman, Joseline. Like you at one point, is that whoopies down there? You used to touch the whoopies down there, many a girls. So please don't act like, you're so demure and above it all that, you're not prone to have done those things in the past. I just feel like that's a little hypocritical on your end, and I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. Anyways, Chrisean Rock, you guys, has an arrest warrant issued for her for missing court. You know what bothers me when it comes to any news of Chrisean? Some of y'all want this girl to die. And I'm going to say it again. Some of y'all want this girl to die. And that's just the point of the matter. Okay? Regardless of what happened with her child, some of y'all do not want her on this earth. And I've come to that conclusion. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. Y'all want that girl to not be here. Because any negative news that comes around this girl, there's pages dedicated to celebrating it. I've never seen that with a celebrity before. Like, usually you'll see a couple of troll comments when it comes to certain celebrities and stuff. There's hate pages dedicated to her. A lot of it's in relation to the son, which that I understand completely. But some of y'all, before she even had the child, wanted her gone. And y'all can't never say I'm lying. Y'all could never say I'm lying, okay? She did deny these claims, says that it's going to be all worked out, and that this whole arrest warrant thing is something that could be like paid away. She gave like a whole statement about it on her story. I'm crying out to God help me with this answer. Oh! So this is one of the hard times. She put out a statement saying, my license not suspended, nigga. It's currently restricted for travel to and from work, nigga. I'm a gypsy, nigga. Also, the court date has been rescheduled. I have looked more in the situation. It'll be easily resolved, nigga. When I was in LA, I didn't have my ID to resolve it. I just received my current ID. It's a $270 fee just to get it unrestricted, nigga. The fight's still on April 25th, nigga. Knock out holy hands, nigga. Thanks for all y'all concerns. Traffic court will be handled ASAP. God's way. Okay. This just gives me flashbacks to Chrisean and Blueface's reality show that they had that was short-lived, because there was always some travel license issue that was basic and didn't even seem necessary for the type of money and notoriety that she has, that she's even still getting in situations like this, to be honest. Like, it's always like a clerical issue or something to that effect. It's always something to where she just has to pay this fee. I do think that she did miss that, because it's public record. She really didn't miss that court date, which she didn't go to. The problem with Chrisean is she thinks she's above the law because she's a child of God. That's not how it works. That's the biggest problem I have with Chrisean. You are not above the law just because you're a child of God. A lot of us are children of God. That doesn't mean we could get away with anything that we want to do. It doesn't work like that. Just because you pray doesn't mean you could do what you want. I do what I want. It doesn't work like that. And I think that's why a lot of people do not like her. They feel as if she uses her religion as like a mask to do what she wants behind the scenes. And that's the quickest way to make somebody hate you and make you look like a hypocrite. You cannot do that. Okay? You cannot do that. Now, Cardi B recently sat with the Today Show, and she says she is not taking her Big Debbie cakes out. As y'all all saw on the recent tour that she's been on, her Big Debbie cakes have also starred in the tour. They've been an opener. They have opened the tour by landing on the floor. They've opened the tour by flipping over. But she says she is not going to take them out, after saying that she would take them out because she loves her imperfections.
I feel really comfortable, like where I'm at right now, like with
Why she look like a Spanish Cyndi Lauper?
my body and everything.
Yes.
I do have a whole bunch of cellulites because like I don't know if it's the age, or I don't know if
She guys just want to have fun.
it's the fact that I got like 4 kids. I don't know
Girl,
what it is, but
you
it's like,
look-
I feel
yeah.
really good.
Your waist is the size of my arm.
Yeah, you're tiny.
I don't even want to hear it.
And yeah, but you know what? It looks so perfect.
It does.
It does, but it's not. But it's okay. I'm loving my imperfections
don't
and
you
everything,
love
and I just
that?
feel really comfortable. I feel really good. Oh yeah. I was saying that, but I'm not gonna do it.
What were you gonna do?
Like I was just gonna take a little bit of butt out, but I don't have time for that. You know what? I feel really comfortable, like where I'm at right now, like with my body and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
I do have a whole bunch of cellulites because like I don't know if it's the age, or I don't know if it's the fact that
I like Cardi. Some of y'all, you know, bandwagon hate her because y'all are part of certain groups and cults. But Cardi, you can't say this is an imperfection. Imperfections are naturally born. God did not give you that ass. No shade. You get what I'm saying? That is not an imperfection. An imperfection is like you having like a small crooked nose, or the tip of your nose is a little crooked and you never got it fixed, or like, you know, you have a mole, or like what else? You have like a permanent scar near your lip. You know what I'm saying? A permanent scar on the eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? Like you have what is it called? A body mark that you were born with, like a birthmark. A BBL is not an imperfection, okay? That is not. That is a surgical misconception. Like, I don't know who telling Cardi that. Please miss me with that. Talk about imperfection. No, babes. The surgeon didn't, balance it out correctly. That is not an imperfection. That was an error. Like, girl, okay? I do think she should take it out though. Only because you could tell it weighs her down. There's no reason you should be falling like that. Like, you're young. Like, you should not just go every 2 seconds you like tip it over. Like, I just don't think it's okay. And not even that. Once you get to a certain age, that size of that BBL, it's going to hurt because your lower region is going to be so heavy versus your top region, and your back is going to feel it, babes. Especially when you age, you get up there. A lot of doctors have talked about this online, like reputable ones. One of them being Dr. Dubrow. If y'all watch Housewives of Orange County, he's a big advocate against BBLs. He does not even do BBLs. If you look him up, that's the one surgery he's against. He does not do BBLs at all. He will not allow people to do BBLs, I guess, under his practice, and himself, he does not do it because he does not believe in it. And a lot of people don't know how risky it is too, because one thing I found out, there is a vein in your butt. A lot of y'all don't know this. There is a vein in your butt. It's called like a Hardy vein. If a doctor cuts that, you're instantly dead because that vein is connected to your heart. It's like one long vein. I don't know how long it is, but it's called the Hardy vein. If that vein is snipped, you will not be alive. So that's why the surgery is so risky. A lot of people are not aware of that. So bad news for Sierra Glamshop. She has filed for divorce. I'm sorry. Let me tell y'all, they will talk. Yeah, I hope y'all know y'all ain't ish, right? Because whoever wrote this title is crazy. They say Sierra Glamshop has filed for divorce after accepting her third engagement in 3 years. I feel like anybody getting married in this day and age, you're crazy. You're crazy. I don't care what nobody says. I don't feel like, I'm not somebody who's against it. It's not like I don't believe in it. I just feel like the way the world is right now, it's such a toxic world that you could have the most perfect relationship, but there will be an outside factor that will come in and disrupt the shit. Straight up. So it's like, why even get courts involved? Why even get legal involved? Because it always goes to crap eventually. Sierra, though, we all saw this coming. What he said to Jasmine, I have been watching Love Hip Hop. I know I haven't dropped the recaps. Everything will make sense soon, y'all. I'm telling y'all, everything will make sense soon, hopefully. So I'm gonna just say that. But we all have seen this coming, though, Sierra. What he said to Jasmine, when he said, "Oh, now I see why Kirk picked you," is crazy. That in itself would have been enough to cut it off. That's disgusting. How are you going to say that in front of your girl? And then y'all have all this stuff to say about Salma, all these people, but then he had the nerve to disrespect you the way he did. Bald and all. I mean, my God. It just was never going to work, Sierra. Okay? And also, the problem is with Sierra, too, she glamorizes the fact that she's been in all these engagements and stuff as if it's a good thing. That's not a good thing. I don't know who told her that. Like she's Thanos or something. Bitch, you collecting coins, mother. Like you collecting rings, bitch. Like, what are you doing? I just don't know why she brags on it as if it's an amazing thing. Like she's competing with Carly Red when it comes to the rings. Like it's not like a positive thing. Like somebody's saying that they want to be with you, but they never end up fully going through with it. Like what? I don't know. I feel like hopefully she got a prenup though, because he is going to take her to the cleaners Anybody knows he got a prenup? So Neighborhood Talk says the filing shows the two were married in August 2024, but have been already separated since July 2025. And the details in the paperwork are raising eyebrows. Sierra is claiming the marriage is broken, but she didn't stop there. She also accused Thomas of cruel treatment, saying his actions caused her to fear for her mental and emotional well-being. Well, the nigga got tattoos on his head, so that says all it says there. The documents also make it clear that there are no children involved, and she's asking the court to divide any marital assets and debts fairly under Georgia law. And on top of that, she wants him to be responsible for his own separate debts too. Now, if you've been keeping up, this whole situation might not be too shocking. Sarah had just gotten engaged to Thomas not too long ago, and fans were already side-eyeing things because this marked her third engagement in just a few years. Before Thomas, she had a quick engagement to Brosco. Whatever happened to Brosco? He still got that app, like that Now That's TV app he was doing. That ended almost immediately. Then later got engaged again in 2021 before that relationship also fell apart in 2023. Thoughts? Okay. I really hope you got a prenup, Sierra. Oh my God. He gonna take your ghetto girl eats. You gonna be the ghetto girl that gonna need to eat. Like, oh. Please learn from Kandi. Speaking of Kandi, I feel so bad. Like, this is what kind of scares me of ever wanting to be like majorly in the spotlight, because everybody is like, they're so intrusive in your business. Like, damn. And I know it's hypocritical because what I do in here, but it's like, there's certain stuff I don't go searching out for. People bring it to me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I swear to God. This is why I love y'all so much. I have some of the best subscribers on here because a lot of the stuff, y'all bring it to me. Straight up. And that's how I know this is, because y'all bring it to me. Because the way that they released Kandi's details of the divorce, it feels so grimy to me. Like, I don't know. Like, something about it just feels sick. Like, I know when you're famous, you sign up for all these things, but it's like, damn, like, yeah, they don't get no sense of privacy. Like, damn. Oh, I would have been hot if I was her. We found out how much she's making a month, which, by the way, 22,000 Kandi. Good one. That Kandi is smart. Let me tell you, Kandi hid so much money allegedly from that court. I don't care what nobody say. 22,000. Aye, sure. You written for Ed Sheeran, TLC, Beyonce, and that's 3 names out of like thousands that you've written for, and you're making $22,000 a month, and you have endorsement deals, the Amazon show, you were on Housewives, you have streaming deals due to the shows that you created yourself that you probably get residuals from because you're the executive producer, and you're only making 22 a month. Sure. The fact that the courts believe that is so idiotic. I mean, my God. I know Todd was hot when they came to that conclusion, because I would have tried to test that, because, baby, I know you're making more than that a month. That is insanity, okay? So neither of them are going to have to pay child support, which is a good thing, but Kandi has to pay him a lump sum of $426,388.77 to the exact penny. After offsets, the payment is structured with $250K paid up front, with remaining balance due within 90 days. See, this is why I don't believe when it comes to getting married in this day and age. It's nothing but a business transaction. $250K paid up front, like she buying a car. She buying a house. She's making an investment. $250K up front. The two will share a joint legal and physical custody, but decision-making authority is divided. Kandi has final say over non-emergency medical educational decisions, while Todd has final say over extracurricular activities and religion if disagreements arise, which, by the way, those two things are not going to matter in a few years because the kids are getting older, so they're going to have their whole interest that they want to get into, and I don't see Todd trying to be a Muslim anytime soon. So Kandi won to me, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. For that amount of money she has to give him up front, all she has to do is go back on Housewives, and she would make that within a year. Straight up. She would make that within a few months. All she has to do is literally sign back on and give Andy a call, because Andy would say yes in a heartbeat for her to come back. Her and Andy are very cool. If she says, "Oh, I want to open up my life," you know, Andy, I feel like, you know, I'm living like a new life, and I think I want to come back to show them, like, you know, what I've been like working with when it come to like my new life, and like I think that would be cool. But I just want to come as like a friend. What do you think, Andy? Huh? And it's gonna be like, well, like, I think that's like, I think that's great. I think that like you should think about getting a full peach, because I think with a full peach you're gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be with it. So to me, she won. What would have made me angry if she would have had to pay him spousal support? That would have broken my heart. So the fact that she doesn't have to do that, win for Kandi. I don't give a fuck. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, that's it, and that's all. I'm happy. Okay, I am happy. This is why I don't think you should be getting married in this day and age. For anybody entertainers who are thinking about it, think about it some more. I hate to be a negative Nancy, but until that orange term is over with, you shouldn't be signing any legal documents that may cost you millions of dollars unless it's business. Straight up. I don't care what nobody says. If it's personal, don't do it. Wait until those 3 years and 3.5 years, whatever we have left, are done. Besides that, don't do anything crazy financially. That's personal assets. But business-wise, take that risk. This is your time. Go back to school. Marriage, I don't think so. That's just my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. Okay? Now, what they did redact from the whole divorce settlement is assets, meaning like when it comes to like housing and who keeps this house, that they redacted that, and they did keep that private. Now, what they did share was the whole him moving out. So he has to leave her guest house in 15 days, which I thought was excellent. See, Kandi, that's why I said I think she had a good deal. They did get to split their cars. They have a roundabout of 13 cars, and she only making $22,000 a month. Girl, bye. Because you got to think about it. If she have 13 cars, a few of them may not be paid off. The ones that are paid off are going to need maintenance. You have insurance on the ones that are not paid off. Like, I mean, that are paid off and not paid off. So it's like, that's already going to accumulate near 22. So like, please. Okay. So that's what I think about that. All right. So let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Drop your thoughts down below, and we're our babies.